Alright. Welcome on in, everybody. It's been a, shit doesn't feel like it's been 2 days. It feels like it's been a week, but I normally don't like to play games back to back. I usually like to, change into the next game, but tonight I'll be breaking that. As I want to wrap up Cold Steel this month, please! Just let me win! But how you doing? Hopefully better than me. I've been having conflicting emotions. just weird feelings all around. I don't know what I want. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Type of feelings. Just, damn, I wish things were better. Anyway, let me get this pulled up. Anywho, let's try to ignore reality for a bit. And play Cold Steel 2. Maybe. It's already 11 p.m. My god. How am I supposed to win? Succeed in life. Yada yada. I think I might have to start it over. Because my controller was not plugged in. Great. Computer recognizes the controller. Game does not. Zach, what are you doing awake? Should be asleep. Maybe not yet. Hey, who's playing the music? I actually don't know where that music's coming from. What?
Rated E to M.
It's gotta be coming from, like... No tabs? Oh. Apparently it's an ad on a separate browser. Oh. You subscribed off of that? Thank you. I am just so dumbfounded right now. I don't know where that tab came from. Because, like, a Twitch stream was already open. Anywho. Okay. It's always, like, the banjo sub alert. I had that for a while, and then I just didn't realize I could just hit it. Uh-oh. Skipped frames. Skipping frames already? Why? Why are we skipping frames? The game hasn't even started yet. Oh my god. What's going on? Literally, why? Well, we'll see if that message comes back up. Let me get this moved over. I was a lot more prepared than this, but then things are catching me off guard. Weird. I am so baffled. I don't even know what would be open on that tab. Huh. Let's close some more tabs down just in case. I mean, really, I shouldn't be skipping frames at all. Because it's like, I wasn't even started streaming yet. Not really. That was not what I wanted to click. I think that's the one I needed anyway. So that's good news. Oh yeah, I need to get up the, I guess I need to get up the guide. Anyway, Zach, welcome on in. Sorry for the confusion there. I was just so confused because, like, I had a completely separate tab open on the same browser, but a different tab off of it. 2 windows. I don't even know what was on there. Oh well. Let me get... There it is. So I gotta do like a bunch of little bitty quests today. Just a bunch of little stuff. Hopefully I can get through it somewhat quickly. Oh no. Apparently the guide says to start the general store one. Let's go, Brandon! Howdy, Rain. You know, sometimes I feel bad about how much we shopkeepers ask of you. Sorry about that. Seriously, it's no sweat. I actually kind of find it fun. This is the last free day of the year, too, so I might as well make the most of it, right? Time sure flies, doesn't it? You really have been doing this for a whole year now. Still, this is no time to be getting all misty-eyed thinking about the past. We got work to do. So let's get to it. Sounds good. Your request said you needed some help with your flea market stall, right? Something about not having as many items to sell as you were hoping for? You got it. The market itself a joint effort. Market's itself a joint effort between us merchants and some other students. But the whole thing's kind of being tossed together on short notice, so I believe people haven't had much time to donate items for our stall. That's a shame. After all the work that's gone into it, I'm sure everyone wants the flea market to be a big hit. But you can't stay open very long if your stall doesn't have much to sell. Hit the nail right on the head there, Rain. So what I want you to do is go around and see if anyone can find, or see if you can find us anything for us. Think you get help for one last time? Help us out one last time? Shh, like it would be the last. How could I say no to that? But how many more items are we talking about here? Well, one more would be appreciated, but 2 more would be ideal. More than that, you'd be my favorite person in Trista. Don't lie, Brandon, I'm your favorite. It might be easy to find anything, though. It might not be easy to find anything, though. I mean, as brief as the window was, we did already ask people to donate. I guess most of the people who just had stuff on hand to give us have already done so. I get you. So I'll have to sniff out items that got ignored for whatever reason, probably. I don't even know where to start. I'll see what I can do, though. Thanks, I'm counting on you. Just getting junk. Any random junk for your stall, huh? Sounds like a bunch of garbage. Junk, that is. Thank you so much for the sub, though, Zach. If I didn't already say so. 9 months. Today is actually... We have 1 more hour. But today is the day I started actually streaming. You can count like 1 or 2 off days I had in June 26th. No, it's probably July 2016. I just didn't end up doing anything with it. I was just like testing the waters. And I didn't actually go through with it. But today is the day I started actually considering it. I don't care if you can fish your rain. I'm trying to have a little speech. Thank you. Hey, Kenneth and Annabelle, too. It's good to see you again, Rain. So you saw our request? I saw it, yeah. I wasn't quite sure what one was actually requesting, though. Mind clearing things up with you? Oh, I guess that makes sense. You've been away from Trista for so long. Where do I start? I'm sorry, this really is all my fault. Ah, come on, you know that's not true. My brother's just being a pain. Yep, I'm still lost. I guess I gotta fill you in for a few things. Fill you on a few... Can you just speak like a normal person, Kenneth, please? I guess I've gotta fill you in on a few things, huh? So, Basically, our parents set up on an arranged marriage between Annabelle and my brother. Oh. Really? That's right. She doesn't seem very pleased. Her family's been harassing her about when she's actually going to walk down the aisle, though. As you can imagine, she's not exactly thrilled about all that. If I may be so bold as to interject. Okay, whatever. I hit it once. RPGs, please, always include a text log. Just, it's so simple. As one would expect, she was thoroughly shocked when she found out. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about, sir, because I accidentally skipped your dialogue. She even went so far as to run away from home, which in turn had a stark effect on her elegant personality. I had no idea. Well, I've been gone for nearly a year. I feel as though some of the fault rests on my shoulders as well. As such, should the engagement's cancellation become realizable, I will do everything I can to make it happen. Wait, are you saying it's possible to call this all off? All this off? It may be. Obviously, the first thing I did was ask my parents to call things off, but they wouldn't listen. The only response was, I wouldn't do to insult a man of the Empire for no good reason, whatever that means. So with that escape route closed, I figured I'd try to go help the man himself and see if he'd call things off. My brother, charmer that he is, wasn't having any of that. He gave us a similar line about nobles not wanting or going back on their promises, and that was that. I imagine his greatest concern is our respective families' social status. The head of the Lake Lord family is only a baron, while my father is a viscount. I get it. He's worried that not going through with the wedding would be an insult to a family of higher status, huh? This kind of stuff makes upper class society a real pain sometimes. You're telling me? Marriages of status and convenience often take precedence over those of love among the nobility. That much is true. But for my part, I wish for nothing more than Lady Annabelle's happiness, and this arrangement certainly isn't that. So with that in mind, I decided to talk to my brother one more time. Eventually, we managed to reach a very Lake Lord compromise. We'll settle this with an old noble tradition, the fishing battle. Oh my god. You're gonna have me fish for you? Is that what's gonna happen? Now I get it. Fishing battles are split into two parts, right? Obviously, the main events between the two actual challengers, or captains in this case. But before that, their chosen device captains face off, so that means it took you a while to get there, but you got it. As team captain, I'd like you to fish as my vice captain. I can't speak tonight. I'd ask Annabelle to compete, but it seems kind of wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I figured as much. You guys have both done a lot for me, so I'd be happy to help. What? Do you really think I'm up for this? I mean, Annabelle's future is on the line, and I've fished with you enough to look quake in my boots when I hear the name Lake Lord. I think I've seen a fishing rod before once, probably. Look, don't worry about it. Miracles happen all the time. I'm not gonna pressure you into doing it or anything, though. If you really want to pass, just pass. Still, what do you say? Let's fish. Whatever. I don't know if I'm up to snuff, but if you believe in me, maybe I've got this. Thank you so much. You have my humblest thanks for doing this for Lady Annabelle. You've definitely got this. Together. We're gonna save Annabelle from this wedding of hers. I know we will. I'm so grateful to the both of you for helping me out like this. What a quest to put at the end of the game. Roughly 10 minutes pass. Eventually, Lake Lord 3 and his vice captain emerged and began making their way towards them. But I just still can't believe I'm still playing this game. It's still going. We're going fish and doing quests. Well, look who it is. It's been a while. You haven't changed a bit. Still as lively as your bait, I see. What is this dude? Narcissus? Narcissist? How splendificent? If it is to meet you and to speak with you again, Kenneth. Good to see you in high spirits, Narcissus, I guess. So, what do you say we dive right in? No sense in lollygagging. This spot'll do, I suppose. Fisher Trista, rejoice, for I have returned to grace your waters with my line once more. So that's the heir of the Lake Lord family. Definitely seems a lot more noble than you do, no offense. But how's he already familiar with the fishing spots around here? Huh. Well, he is a Thor's grad. Oh, right. I guess if he loved fishing as much as you do, then he'd probably know this city from back to front. Lady Annabelle, how simply splendid it is to see you again. Hope will be suitably entertained by the spectacle that is about to unfold before you. Thanks. Sorry that my selfishness made you come all the way out here. Please, there's no need to apologize. This is entirely the fault of my foolish brother, needlessly complicating things. Are you two related? How? No, maybe he's a different brother. I swear on my family name that I will defend our marriage. There is no need to worry your pretty little head. Yeah. So, I surmise that you are Kenneth's vice captain. Who am I? I am the I don't like this guy. You gotta stop. Stop this. Cease. Stylophorosis gentleman, Narcissus. Though you might know me by my alias, the Crazy Wave. Look at this dude. Not only do I hail from the Imperial Fishing Club led by Lake Lord 3, I am one of his I know this word. Exquisite Elite 4. There we go. Allow me to offer you the most enthusiastic... Shut the fuck up. I'm not reading that. On being chosen to face me today, our battle will be... splendidous. I think he's just making up words. I'll do my best too, I think. Mark my words, young man, you will go far. Did they pay this guy by the word or something? Well, now that we've exchanged our greetings, I'll get right to explaining the rules. The goal of each part of the battle is the same, catching the designated fish first. Can we just fish? What happened to the simple thing of just fishing? The first fish will enjoy the advantage of starting the second round early. See? Sounds like the fair battle format to me. Any skilled angler should be able to guide a capable vice captain after all. The outcome of this battle will determine the fate of your arranged marriage. What a story. You absolutely Are you absolutely certain you wish to proceed with this, Lady Annabelle? I am. I am prepared to accept the outcome, no matter what it may be. But if you're sure, in that case, going to fish like we've never fished before. Make sure you're happy. And make sure you're happy. Oh, by the way, what fish will we be catching? Our vice captains will be attempting to catch a noble carp. A noble carp, really? I assume you will be rhetorical when you ask me what we'd be catching. The giant swordtail is the only acceptable choice. Going after the big guy, huh? The most elusive fish in Trista? I've heard the rumors myself. A huge 250 Reggie swordtail who's survived decades of battle. If we caught him, I'd be able to stuff our faces for 2 whole weeks and still have some left over. Lady Annabelle, please. If you wouldn't mind acting a little more like a lady of the nobility, it would be very much appreciated at this delicate time. Now that's the Annabelle I know. Oh my god, when do we get to the fishing? Well, like you said, you're going to be catching a noble carp. If you use the ground bait like you like, but I don't know how much you have on here, so here, take some of mine. Thanks, these will come really handy. You leave the area before you catch the fish, but you can leave the area before you catch the fish. But we'll be in trouble if you catch theirs first, so don't wander off. Enjoy the lurkies, my favorite fox. Nah, no sightseeing tours for me. I guess I should get started. Good luck, Rain. We will be quietly and respectfully cheering you on. I see you've complimented your preparations. Fucking dude. Well then, let the battles commence. May the best men win. Oh god. Feeling in the pit of my stomach. Am I even supposed to be doing this? No, it's on there. It doesn't tell me how to catch one, so I guess it's just gonna happen. I don't need to change my rod, do I? Nope. Fish. Ah, Trails, you and your fishing. Damn. Put up a bit of a fight there, didn't he? That is not a noble carp. Okay. Now you're just being a pain in my ass. Oh my god. Oh my shit! It's gonna give me carpal tunnel. Holy shit! This better be the mobility carp. Oh. Oh, thank God. That one was painful. Like, my hand actually kind of hurts. Just a wee bit. I did it! I got one. Preposterable. He is just making up nonsense. Has someone finally conquered the crazy wave? The winner of the vice captain battle is Master Ring. Most impressive. You chose your second. Well, it seems. Thor's has some pretty big fish nowadays, so I figured I'd show a little school spirit, you know? Did you now? I presume you mean to imply that your own angling abilities now surpasses my own? We'll find out soon enough, won't we? That we shall. So can I go now? Whew! Nice to know if I didn't let our side down at least. Not a chance with fishing like that. You made that look like shooting fish in a barrel. It's a little extreme, don't you think? Ursies is obviously really good at this. I'm sure he'll catch his in a minute. Magniferous. The embodiment of the pissing beauty has come to me at last. I can't deal with this man right now. She's cut his fish in 3 minutes after your vice captain cuts his, which means if you get a 3-minute head start. Kenneth, sounds good. I'll get started. Hey, if you don't mind me asking, why do you care about this marriage so much in the first place? I thought you didn't care anything about other than fishing. Maybe when you finally mature, you'll understand. That's helpful. Look, I'm not about to tell you how to live your life. But I'm also not gonna let you ruin someone else's either. Kenneth. Oh my. Are they gonna fall in love? I would ask you to refrain from talking during our sacred battle such as this. Results are the only thing that matter here. Hope you haven't forgotten that. My bad. Sorry. Time for me to go and land and build the big one. Man, what series of events this is. Angler Management. It's the quest name. Because of course it is. Is something wrong? Not really. It's just that he never seemed to have a care in the world, and yet all this time he was thinking about me. Meanwhile, I only ever thinking about myself. I haven't been showing him the respect he deserves. To him, this battle is a serious affair, and he's fighting with everything he has but me. To me, it was just some tedious ordeal that I just wanted to have behind me as soon as I could. I'm so ashamed. But that's nonsense, my lady. I understand how you feel. But save your apologies for later. Now he's over there fighting for what he believes in. Fighting for you. You're right. I'll leave everything to you, Kenneth. I can believe in you, right? Your 3 minutes are up. It's time for me to finish this, Kenneth. Oh, no! No. I gotta do it. I was hoping you would just, like, automatically do it. And I wouldn't have to press the buttons. Oh, you're killing me. What the fuck? Come on! You! My hand hurts. I don't. I kind of get how it works. Like, I don't know why sometimes it just goes away like that. I guess I have to, like, stop mashing the buttons. You're so close! Come on! Oh my god! The giant sword tail. Is that what we're supposed to be catching here? I should wrap things up here. The victor is decided. You did it, Kenneth. Well done, Kenneth. You did it, Goku. preposterous twaddlecock. Hey, watch the language. This cannot be happening. It can, and it did. I gave our bout my all, and I was still defeated. I have no qualms with accepting the outcome. But... Nani? And... cannot apologize enough for betraying your trust, Lady Annabelle. However, I believe I have no other choice but to request that our engagement be called off. Oh? Are you sure? You seemed dead set on going ahead with it before. Duels such as these put the very honor of the nobility on line. The result has been determined, and I must follow it. Must now follow it. Besides, I believe there is a man far more worthy of your hand than mine. Arceus. We're leaving. Very well. We shall make our exquisiture. I bid you all a good day. Shut this man up. Get him out of here. Wait. Just wanted to say I had fun fishing with you again today. But are you sure you're okay with this? Y'all, he just had a spiel. Why would I not be? I gave it my all. I leave satisfied. And you say I haven't changed. But what's the plan now? I'm guessing Dad's not going to be too happy about all this. I intend to return to Crossbell and continue my training there. There is a lady there awaiting my return, after all. Is there now? I wonder if that's who I think it is. I'll give my regards to Kaguya. Will you? On a related note, you would do well to pay more attention to the world around you. If you don't do something about that personality of yours, Annabelle will. No, I suppose it's not my place to say. Regardless, stay diligent in your training. The matter of the wedding may be settled, but our own personal battle rages on. Sure, I'm down to fish any time. You really are a sly one. Round two. I wasn't sure what to make of him at first, but your brother's actually a pretty nice guy, to be honest. Of course, he's my brother after all. Yeah, he's a little stubborn sometimes, but deep down, he's got a heart as big as the ocean. I almost find myself regretting that the marriage was not meant to be. He seemed a rather worthy partner. Yeah, I don't think that's for us to decide, but at least she gets on to, or gets to now. What? Yeah, good news, right, Annabelle? Well, I mean, Kenneth is very charming, but I mean... Annabelle? Yes? What is it? I just wanted to say that I'm excited that we can go back to spending our days fishing together. Oh. Yes, I am as well. My lady, please forgive me for assuming, but have you set your eyes on Kit? Absolutely not. Right. Well, that's one ordeal over. Looks like it led straight into another one. Lorraine's just like, what the hell did I just witness? Why did that quest take so long? Huh? You were gonna get married to Belly? I was supposed to, but those plans have now been cancelled. Fellow Berthrottle aside, I am William Lakelord III, Kenneth's older brother, and the next president of Lakelord Company. I am also the leader of Imperial Fishing Club, a collective of the finest anglers of the land. Wow. You're one funny guy. Funny guy? What an imprudential word to use to describe our boss. You're yelling at a kid now? We intend to depart the stylist fully, but stumbled upon this idiosyncratic child. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, Pisces. No ordinary child could delay the departure of 2 anglers of our caliber. So just who is this girl? We'll see what the girl says. Kinda looks like Kenny, but he acts really different. He's kind of funny though. Damn. Brutal. Savage even. Alright, let's get back to the other quest. First, go to the pawn shop. Is the pawn shop different? Oh, yeah, it's over there. That's right. I kind of forget about this building down here. Bing. Well, Lumber Blitz is making a comeback. Now that's promising. Good to see you again, Mitch. Back in the horse racing saddle again, I see. Don't get smart. But yeah, now that the racetrack's open again, I'm back in my element. I'm really glad I told you kids to go out there and get that war ended. Him? I don't even remember your, like, role in anything, Mitch. I don't want to live in a world without the spring races. Look, I can tell you ain't happy about the whole hero thing, but just try to take it one step at a time. You can't exactly run away from being the Ashen Chevalier, so you might as well work on dealing with that burden. Yeah, you're right. Valdemar's part of my life now, so it's time I start thinking about what it means for me from here. Yeah, good. But don't get started just yet. It's your last free day of the year. You're not gonna want to waste it worrying. Take the day off. I think I might. I wonder if this town has stuff they can't sell to save their life. It's gonna be Mitch. I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to donate for the flea market. Maybe I should ask. Kid, I run a pawn shop. Why would I want to donate my stuff to a flea market for free when I could sell it to some sucker here? You raise a good point. And business is booming, I'll have you know. If you want something from me, you're gonna have to take or give me something in return. See, it's the beauty of capitalism. Mitch is the enemy. There's no way there isn't at least one thing here I'll be able to sell. I wonder if there's something I could do to cheer him up and make him feel a little more generous. Man, I can't wait for the spring races to start. I'm gonna have to win big and kick this year off right. Oh goodness, more irresponsible gambling. Why am I not surprised? Thank you, Ray boy. It has been 2 years. 2 full years. I only streamed, I want to say 3 or 4 times that year. But afterwards, in January, man, I got going. So it's been a journey. I'm still learning new things and having new problems and old problems, and constantly evolving. So still trying. Welcome on in. I'm just doing little bitty side quests because the game doesn't know when to end. Hopefully, I can get to Spider-Man. Cause I don't want to spend all night playing Trails, but it might happen. Just so I can get this game finished. Still, that might be a good starting point. Maybe I could try and find him something horse-related to give him. I mean, granted, to be fair, most of these side quests are optional. At least a few of them. Manly munchies. parfaits, manly munchies, salad, 2 salad. Oh, a donation for the flea market. Well, sure, I got this one thing. My ass. What do you think? I'd give you something free for like that. You want your back scratched? You better scratch mine. I thought we were doing just that. What happened? I guess I gotta go somewhere else. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Gotta talk to Sarah. Okay. Huh. Wouldn't expect Sarah to be in her, the dorm today. Let's get him some booze. It sure is highlighting all the booze. Never thought it was possible for this room to get any messier until now. I mean, I know she's busy with getting all her work in order before she leaves, but would it really be that much extra effort to get rid of those bottles, or at least stand them up? She said she was going to be getting ready to move out soon too. Maybe I should go remind her. Sarah doesn't have a drinking problem. She has a problem drinking. Oh yeah, game does have a map of the country. Can't remember. It's not gonna let me see the whole map, huh? It's cool. It's neat. I like it. I just can't believe she actually has crates of alcohol. What does she need to drink for? I need to know what happened to her. What a mood. That's how she feels her lightning. Maybe. Maybe she's like Bo Raicho. She has to keep drinking to become a master of fighting. Wait. She wasn't even in there. Okay, so maybe she's in the restaurant. Wow, what do you know? What do you know? I'm subscribing for Mitchell. Boy, you even subscribed right now? What brings you here? You finally built up the courage to ask me to treat you to a drink? Because you know I'd be happy to. When I tell you I'm too young to drink, do you just hear a bunch of static, or is there some other problem? I'm here to tell you that you might want to start getting your room in order. You're going to regret it if you leave it until the last minute and end up panicking over getting everything done. Well, you know, the student is telling this teacher to get ready, to clean up her act. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm sure it'll all work out. I know Sharon would be more than happy to help. No, anything but that. I win. I'll get right on it. You're going to be helping me. This is all your idea. Well, I suppose I got some time to kill anyway, so sure. Damn, that was fast. Oh, you're a real lifesaver. I didn't think that'd wear me out so much. But go toss the rest of the garbage out so you can stay in here and rest up. Blessed is the instructor who has capable students, for upon them shall be thrust the bulk of the work. Even if that's what you're thinking, do you actually have to say it right, or say it right when I'm within earshot? Oh, right. Let me give you these. You really helped me out today, but don't think of this as a reward. It's just that I'm finished with them already. So you might as well take them. The last thing I need is a pile of books weighing down my luggage. What is this? Are you just dumping your old books on me and trying to play it off as a generosity, or am I missing something? You wound me, Rain, with how well you know me. Thanks for taking them off my hands. Give them a read, or don't. Whatever you want. They're yours now. Now that I look at these seem like be worth selling at the flea market. I guess I found my first thing to sell then. I could just take these now, but I'm betting I can turn up more things in need of cheap selling than this. Great. Is she all right back to drinking? Oh boy, cleaned my room. Let's go drinking. I gotta see. Yep. Thanks for helping me sort out everything in my room. No small task, as you saw. Best of all, I even found my class reports. Now the vice principal can't chew me out for losing them. Well, that's good, I guess. How are you a teacher again? Yep. Hero, yep. Going back to Thor's now, huh? Okay. I still want to know why the hell I was losing frames at the start when I hadn't even booted up the game yet. Maybe it was just like a stream hiccup. I don't know. It's very odd. Because like I had no problems up to playing that level in Hat in Time. You know, the janitor might know where I could find something for the flea market. He might have donated everything he had already, but there's no need harm to ask. Oh, you're looking for items to sell to the market, are you? Or two, are you? Afraid I've already donated everything I had to give. Sorry about that. No worries, I figured as much. Becky and Hugo, as worked up as they are, I'd be shocked if they hadn't asked him a long time ago. But even though I'm out of items, that doesn't mean I'm out of ideas. There are some students who asked me to collect something they didn't need just a while ago. They told me it was pretty hefty though, so I haven't gone and done it yet. Well, who knows? Maybe there's something you could sell at the flea market. Really? Yeah, that could definitely be worth looking into. Who was it? I don't remember the name. All I remember is that they were second year. Did a big presentation at a glance, so I'm glad it's finally over. Like 1/3 of the way done. With your final semester, huh? Ah, big presentations. Once they're over, it's just a big sigh of relief. So good on you, mate. Good job. You made it through. They also told me a thing. Also, welcome on in to the stream. I'm gonna probably be playing Trails most of the time, but I do kind of want to switch over to Spider-Man. It depends on how much work I get through. Are you Australian? No, but sometimes I just throw out an Australian accent. Though, let's see. So told me they wanted me to pick up the result of hours and hours of club work, so that might help. Okay, so I'm on the lookout for a second year who's really dedicated to their club. Sure, I can do that. Thanks for the tip. It's a Geiler? Not at all. I just wish I could have been more helpful. Nah, I just think Australian accents are funny, charming. I like them. They're silly, goofy. Also, just bushland adventures ruined my life. And many other Australian people. just existing. A lot of Australians are pretty funny people, though. The ones that I know online, pretty hilarious. It's probably their carefree attitude. Plus this little game called Down Under Dan. Have you watched Bluey? I've seen some Bluey. Show's cute. Show definitely makes people want children. Can I help you with something, Rain? Oh, it's nothing major. Heather said there's a second-year student trying to dispose of an unwanted item. Maybe I should ask Claire. Unwanted items? There's just so much dialogue in trails that could just be cut. It's like I could just assume these thoughts are happening, but they throw them in anyway. It's not so bad if you're like playing the game yourself and reading it in your head, but when you're talking out loud, it just becomes a lot. It makes me want a kid. Yeah, I'm telling you, that shows like parent propaganda. Just to get the world to populate again. Unwanted items? Yeah, sure. You were the only one the janitor met. He said it was nothing big. Heavy thing resulted from many hours of work, club work. I was gonna stream myself, but I think I'm gonna play Tears of the Kingdom, hang out around here for a minute. Oh, and thanks for hanging out. Seriously, even if I'm just talking over the game, anybody in chat, you're more than welcome to just talk about anything you want. Wait, is it? Because I could just, I can stop playing and read. Or I could just read and respond. That's right. What I've been working on this year. It's way too big and heavy to take back with me. Go ahead and do whatever you want with it. I'm not doing the right voice for her. But you've spent ages working on it. Surprised too. You've always taken such great care with your work. Please. Art's value is dedicated or decided the moment it's finished. There's no point in hoarding all your finished pieces around. Still, it's kind of a shame to just, I don't know, get rid of it. I can see where she's coming from. Hopefully, you can find a good home with someone who appreciates its value. It's in the storeroom anyway. Hop to it, Wurzel. Sure thing. Still playing Tears of the Kingdom, eh? I mean, I can't even blame anybody still being on it, because it's just such a long game. I did a lot of things in it. Like, I didn't want it to end, and then about around the 120 hour, 130 hour mark, I'm just like, okay, I think I've seen most of what the game wants to show me. Oh, I can. If you're done, let me get on with my work. I'm trying to concentrate. It's really good to sit down and listen to podcasts where we watch nostalgia game. Yeah, that's what like Switch is just good for in general too. Sorry about that. Just Koroking. Gosh, didn't they add more Koroks to Tears of the Kingdom? Or am I crazy? Like it's like the number went up to like 900 something instead of like 700. Something silly. And that's 2. That should be plenty. I could always try and find more, though. The more stuff I find, the better. Alright then, Rain, we'll go get more junk. Holy crap. Actually, I don't think it really matters. It gets me more AP points, but, like, I don't know. Go to the Academy Field. Okay. Your coat's looking just as marvelous as ever today, Whitcomb. And come to think of it, this is just the beginning of our journey to greatness together. You seem happier than usual today, Lambert. What's going on? I haven't told you the good news yet, have I? Just the other day, Whitcomb and I entered a horse show in Heimdallr. Not only did we get to experience the joy of entering, but we were even awarded a prize. Seeing someone else officially recognize Whitcomb's excellency fills me with glee. Wow, that's quite the achievement. Congratulations to both of you. I can't say I'm terribly surprised, though. Whitcomb's really is an amazing horse. 900 in Breath of the Wild, 1,000? Oh my god, it was off. No. Oh. I didn't do a lot of them because I get sick of transporting the Koroks headed to a distance. I did a few of them, but I was just like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's fun to do, but it's just like, oh, there's just so many other things I can do in the game. Why, thank you. I actually took a group photo of all of us with the prize-winning horses. So please take it. I have more. We're gonna give this to Mitch, huh? Interesting. Oh, that's the only other item, huh? Well, that's convenient. But yeah, I'm basically at the end of Trails 2, and just... Trails basically ended at the 60-hour mark, or 63-hour mark for me. Maybe 64. And now it's got more content. It just keeps going. Now I'm doing optional things, but I mean, I've done most of the optional stuff at this point. I may as well keep going with it. I found something you might be interested in, Mitch. This is a photo of this year's horse show. Man, nothing but top-tier horses here. Especially these two. If they started racing proper, I think they'd actually clean up. But now that I've seen them, I can get to know them before they hit the big leagues. There ain't a bet I won't win. Okay, great. I didn't think he was going to like it this much. Bah, fine, you win. Let me see if I got any junk that might go faster at a damn market than I would here. Give me a minute. Generosity is awe-inspiring. I think that's sarcasm there, Rain. Say paper mache Mishi? Wasn't this from Class 5's event at the Academy Festival? I guess. Don't care. They brought it here, and now it's in my way. So if you want to get rid of it for me, that'd be great. Just don't bring it back. It's yours now. But why didn't you just give it to me when I first asked you? Well, who cares? I did what I set out to do. That's the third item. I think I've found more than enough stuff now. Let's get all this stuff to Brandon and see what he has to say. What do you mean third item? Oh. I guess I got... Yeah. I got stuff from other people. Duh. Look, it's Milliam! Margarita asked me to help her catch that second year over there. So I did. Who thought all the elite intelligence division training would actually come in handy someday? Now I'm just waiting to see what happens next. If he tries to escape, me and Lammy are gonna stop him by any means necessary. Oh my god. What a naughtiest name. Look, you promised me you wouldn't let her talk you into doing anything illegal, okay? Look at Milliam. She's like so perfectly designed. Her cap is adorable. I love her hair. Her eyes. Her face. She's perfect. I will protect her. Margarita pizza. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case here. Margarita. I had put off this for long enough. Allow me the chance to be completely honest with you. I'm afraid I cannot possibly enter into matrimony with you. But what? What? But what of our engagement? What of our dream to have 10 children to carry on our family's legacies? I don't recall agreeing to either of these things. Still, I have a duty to fulfill, a duty I must take as a man of the Empire, a duty to support this nation, which means I can't be forcing my attention on love and women right now. I do hope you can understand. He's entirely serious too. As tragic as it is, if he is unable to get married with me right now because he has a duty to fulfill right now. He did say right now, didn't he? That would mean keeping Master Vincent away from Lady Marie. But this time, I thought it best that they did encounter one another, and was consciously derelict in said duties. After all, Master Vincent is a noble gentleman. He needs to be able to solve these sorts of problems on his own. Though it seems today is the day that he will, and this saga will meet its end. Shame too. I was rather enjoying it. Wonder what Vincent would think of that. God damn it. What a thrilling conclusion to that saga. What's the saga? Deliver the items. I get a ton of items now. Yes, Rain, hand them in. So, you did manage to scrounge anything up? I bet I did. Whoa. How'd you find all these? Every single one of them's rare, too. Well, now we put these out, and the customers will come running. Nice work. Our stall is really looking up. And it's all because of you. Much obliged. What's your favorite scent? Scent. Huh. Oh, I actually do have an answer to that question. Honeysuckles. That bush with the flowers. Honeysuckles are... It is intoxicating smelling them. All I really did was walk around talking to people, and I'm expert at that by this point. Although it has been a while since I've done this in Trista. No surprises there. You've done this single... What? Brain, please just read. No surprises there. You've done this every single free day you've had all year. Okay, there we go. But even if your free days weren't exactly free, you saved the bacon of every shop owner in Trista time and time again. So thanks. On behalf of everyone here, let me give you some extra stuff today. Don't even try to say no. Wow, ingredients. I mean, I guess it's nice. These are really nice. I won't say no, but are you sure about all this? With all you've done for me and the people who trusted this past year, I'd say you've more than earned it. But we'll work even harder next year. I knew there had to be a catch. But yeah, honeysuckles. That bush. I don't know if you've ever smelled any. Let me make sure that I'm thinking of the right thing. Pretty sure I am. Maybe it's honeysuckle. No. Oh, they're called honeysuckle. Sorry. Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
Yush. Very, very cute to look at. And I don't know. You're just such a good smell. Honeysuckle. Yeah. Alright, let's talk Trista. Ah, it's the radio show one. Okay. What, are you gonna have me do the radio show host? Be the radio show host now Vita's gone? Michael, good to see you again, buddy. Michael! Oh, you're here, great. It really has been a while, Rain. Last time I saw you, you weren't even famous. Something just flew around. Was it a fly or a mosquito? Uh-oh. I don't know how bugs get in here. It really has been a while, Rain. Last time I saw you, you weren't even famous. What do you say? You want to give Radio Trista an exclusive interview? I'll pass. It's you. I'll pass. Besides, at the end of the day, I'm just a student. I don't want to be made into some national hero. Aw, nuts. Fair enough, I guess. It's not what you're here for, anyway. You're here to help me out with a new talk show I'm working on for Radio Trista. Has anybody in chat smelled honeysuckle? Those lovely flower bush things? New talk show. Finally replacing the bedtime, huh? Oh, you know what else is a great scent? If you ever walk into a bourbon barrel warehouse, oh my god, it's like licorice for your nose. It's like you could just get intoxicated on the fumes. I've tasted them. You tasted? Why would you taste it? I didn't know it was for tasting. So I don't know, sounds romantic though. Which one? The bourbon barrels or the honeysuckles? Gone before its time though, truly. I still think of its success though. So I want to take what we learned there and put it all into a new show in the same vein to establish the talk show genre. See, this one's got a theme to it. Towns. We'll focus on a different town or city in every broadcast. We're gonna try to get to the heart of what makes each city we visit great, straight from the locals' mouths. Our first show is gonna be a test case. I'm gonna need your help with it. The scent, I mean honeysuckle. It's very, very nice. It's very pleasant. There's also just like stuff like pumpkin, nutmeg, pumpkin spice candles that are just, it's cracked. It's so good. There's so many candles where I'll just walk into a store and just start sniffing all the candles, just huffing. Fine by me. But since you're asking me, I take it the first town you'll be covering is Trista? That's right, our own backyard. Helps that this place got way more famous after the war. It's gonna do wonders for our ratings. New shows, live, and die on those numbers. You know one thing I never understood? Ratings? How do you collect ratings for radio shows? Like back in the day, how the hell do you know how many people are tuning in? Even for stuff like, I guess cable too, like the early days of cable. How do you know? So do radio stations, actually. The battle in Heimdallr gave us a bit of a boost, but our listenership isn't what it used to be. Now's our chance to win back their hearts and ears from those bastards at the Imperial Chronicles Radio. Should have seen that one coming. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone who can replace Misty, which doesn't exactly help matters. But even though we're not ready to air just yet, I want to get a feel for how the show's gonna work as soon as I can. So basically, I want you to go around and get comments from the people of Trista about what makes his own town great. Sound like something you can do for me? Not a problem. But, do you have any guidelines for me? Or should I just go around and asking everyone I see why they like this town? I sure do. Why don't we limit it to just 5 comments for now? Why don't we limit it to 5 comments now? I read that in such a different tone. And diversify a little, too. One from an elderly kid, One from an elderly, and from a kid, from a worker. And give it, like, why would you say it like that? And given that they're kind of a school town, one from a student and one from a teacher who's should round things out nicely. Try to get a hardworking first year for the student comment, and someone who won't mess with us for the teacher one. Got it. I'm so sleepy. Got it. Sounds like a good mix of people. I'll see what I can do. Thanks. Let me know once you've got all the comments we need. Best of luck. I can't believe I started this freaking game and, like, I started it prematurely. I started this game before Tears of the Kingdom came out. And I still failed to, like, finish this in, like, a 3-month period. Oh my god, it's still going. Please. Now I gotta talk to a bunch of people. Great. Great. I'll grab my stuff. I do need a comment from an elderly person, and Abbott's nothing if not elderly. Rain explained why he was collecting comments. Comments, you say? I've got my fair share of those. Hopefully I can give you one that works. Fingers crossed. What makes Trista great to me? I'd say it's because this place has a unique sense of vitality. You can see it at the key points of the school year like these too. Being able to share in the major milestones of all these young students' lives brings me a joy that couldn't be found anywhere else. That's an interesting perspective. And I suppose it makes sense coming from an elderly person. I can hardly wait to meet the new students who will be here in just 2 weeks. Oh, but I'm rambling now. Was that helpful? Absolutely. Thank you very much. How nice to hear. I do hope it ends up in the new show you mentioned. Still haven't finished Engage Pikmin 4. Oh yeah! I have Engage. Fire Emblem Engage. For some reason my friend has lost the copy. I must ask, what is the purpose of this door back here, guys? Why do you put a plant in front of the door? Guys? Owner, are you trying to keep people out of there? Because, like, this makes no logical sense. Barkeeper. I don't know. I have no reason to come up here. Listen. Pikmin 4 is so long. It's so long. You think, oh yeah, like a 20-hour Pikmin experience. Let's go. And then like 50 hours pass. What the the game was like... It's long. It's a long one. Keeps your time. Guess I need to go talk to you. Is this about a different quest, or is this related to the quest? Latte works here. Interesting, obviously. Maybe she'll give a comment. Okay. From Michael's radio show. See, Michael, you even host a radio show in games. Reen told Latte he was collecting comments on what makes Trista great for a new radio show. Really? That's an interesting idea. I don't know how useful my opinion will be, but if you want me to, I'm happy to throw in my 2 Mira. By all means. What makes Trista great to me? I have to say it's because we're a town with pride. No matter how many times the people fall, people here fall, always get back up and keep moving forward. They don't let anything stop them from achieving their dreams and keep working hard until they realize. Everyone has deep sense of personal pride, and it makes me proud to be able to support people like that. I'm sure next year will pose us a number of new challenges, but I can say with confidence that we will prevail. Couldn't agree more. Thank you for the comment. Oh, not at all. I hope you can use it. I did end up beating Splatoon 3 off stream. You can beat Splatoon 3? My spoon. I need to... I'm at the very end boss of Splatoon 2. I wanted to finish Splatoon 2 before I streamed Splatoon 3's single player. And I got to like the last phase of the boss, I believe, where you're circling around it, and I died immediately all 3 times. And it took like I had like less than 20 seconds in that fight, and I cried. I cried myself to sleep because that was some bullshit, and it doesn't restart you from there. It's so mean. It's such a mean thing to do, Splatoon. You throw me into a third phase of the fight. I have no idea how to tackle it, and I just die immediately. Cool. And you have to start the long phases over again. It's cruel. I bet Teisel would give me it. Is that really your name, Teisel? Huh. Cool. Yep. It's basically my feeling. I hit the power button on it so fast. I was like, not dealing with this. Nah, I'm not dealing with this right now. That was after I had died like several times getting to that point. I was like, yes, I finally beat Splatoon 2. Woo! Yeah! Rain told Teisel he was collecting comments. I'd really get my comment read on the new radio show? Well, in that case, I'll happily give you one. If you wouldn't mind. Let's see here. I think the thing that makes Trista great is its pleasant, relaxing scenery. In spring, you got the line of flowers. In fall, you have the falling leaves. Each season is beautiful in its own way. I do note she left out summer and winter because of the worst seasons. It's close to Heimdall too, so I think everyone should come and look if they get the chance. How'd I do? Was that okay? Oh, I just know it's gonna mess it up. I was gonna mess it up somehow. No, that was perfect. Thank you for sharing. Well, if you say so. I think I want to stream the Octo expansion when I do finish it, though. Before I start Splatoon 3's campaign. So many games. So many games. So little time. I still got like 3 or 4 Trails games to get through, and then... they're very long GRPGs. Very, very long. Whoop! Woo. I know the other ones are gonna be longer too. The next 2 games, they're longer than this game. Probably gonna spend like 100 hours on Cold Steel 4. Why, pray tell, are you darkening my doorway today? I most certainly hope you aren't here to tell me about some recent spot of trouble you've once again caused. I'm being completely honest when I say the thought couldn't have been further from my mind. Is that the case? Radio Trista certainly has improved its lot in life over the past year. I'm afraid it's no interest to me, however. They're still not getting the ratings where they were before the war, but they're on the right path, I think. He's definitely the chill with the releases. Like, gaming as a whole, yes. But I think things are going to slow down next year. Just a bit. They've been doing a lot of work to expand their audience, too. Rumor has it they're starting to broadcast in Crossbell. Did you say Crossbell? If there's a fraction of a chance that Nisha Mao may hear my voice, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. He's simping. Comments for a new radio show, you said. I have no love for the radio as a medium, but it would only be right for the Academy's vice principal to contribute his opinion. Phew, I nearly forgotten how crazy it was for Lucia Mao. Well, Michael wanted a comment from the teacher and a comment from the cajolment. Still a comment. Okay. Listen well then. What makes the town of Trista great, you ask? Why, you're standing in it. It's nothing short of the presence of the academy founded by the famous Emperor Dracos. Care to elaborate on that? I would love to. This academy is far more important to this nation than you realize. Countless numbers of men and women have passed through these halls of learning and been enriched by knowledge they offer. Those men and women go on to form the very backbone of society. Yes, that does include the men of the imperial family. To borrow the words from our wondrous founder, this academy is charged with creating the very foundation of our world. This town may be small, but it has the pride and dignity one would expect such a key part of this great nation. I would postulate that it is the very presence of this academy that allows it to hold its head so high. Wouldn't you agree? That's actually an incredibly sound argument. Emperor Dracos' words resonate even now clearly. They certainly do. In fact, there's something I hope you keep in mind as you... That's something... Okay. I hope you keep in mind as you conduct yourself for the next year. I want you to make sure you use your last year here as fruitfully as possible, especially with the way your education tends to be punctuated with other work. You have me there. Thank you for your comments, sir. And for your advice. If I pause in between readings, it's usually because I have to keep yawning. I'm so eepy all the time. Guess I gotta go to the gymnasium next. Who else? You? I still need a student comment from Michael. You know, Monica's hard-working first year. I'm sure her comment would be great. Me? Give a comment for the radio show? Well, that's fine, if you think I'm up for it. I'd be happy to help, or at least try. No pressure. Just give me your honest opinion. That's all I need. Well then, the best thing about Trista to me is how it's full of wonderful people. You've got second years who inspire you, friends, classmates who are just fun to be around. And even outside the academy, the townsfolk are always there to support me whenever I'm feeling blue. I feel like having all these great people around allowed me to grow into the person I am today. I could be happier that I chose to attend this academy and live in Trista. You and I are in the same boat there. It's been an amazing year. It really has. Can't deny that I'm sad to see Laura leave, but I'll try to make the next year even more fruitful than this one. Besides, it'll take more than her leaving the academy to put an end to a friendship like ours anyway. That's for sure. Thanks for your comment, Monica. Hopefully you can actually use it. Great. I have all the comments I need. Yatta! Oh, hey. Hey, y'all. Y'all having fun? Y'all don't need to fight over me. I can't speak the fee. Or I had to go around. Then let's get started. Loser has to buy every one of the limited edition puddings. Agreed? Agreed. So don't expect me to hold back. They would spend their time like this. They only make 20 a day and they're a hot new item for spring. So they won't be easy to buy. But that's not my problem because I'm gonna win. Panning and stocking. A little bit. A little bit. I really like the way the student outfits look. I like the red. I'm just a fan of red. I'm a boring person and I really like red and blue. I really like all colors, to be honest. Maybe brown less so. Brown's alright. But I mean, it's just like people who could pick their favorite color, like I don't get it. Like, I don't know if this is just like an artistic trait or what, but I could never like have definite picks over things most of the time. Like if somebody told me my favorite Pokemon, I wouldn't be able to give it to you. If somebody told me like what's your favorite game? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? I'm just like I like it all. I like it all. I do apologize. It's just like the waifus of this game. Like I can't pick a waifu in this game. I like Alyssa, but I like Laura, I like Vi, and I like Sarah, and I like Princess Alphen. I do apologize that we had trouble. I like Milliam's. Oh, she's so cute. I do apologize that we had trouble. I had to trouble you with this, but in spite of my attempts to dissuade him, Master Patrick insisted that he just had to fight you today. That's another thing, like with console wars, like I can't pick a favorite console. Like I like my PS5, I like my Xbox, I like my Switch, and my PC. They all have negative traits and or are very similar. I'd say I like my Switch. I played at the most. But then again, I like playing games that they're more suited for the PS5 than PC on those consoles. So I don't know. Don't foist this all on me. You were the one who wanted our fight to happen before you went home next week. You would do well to not portray me as some sort of selfish child who inconveniences others for no reason. Well, my schedule's free either way, so you want to settle on which of the classes is stronger, right? Precisely. We may have faced off during the war, but it could hardly be claimed that we were fighting on equal footing. Which means that we've yet to properly determine which of us is superior, we nobles or your class 7. That's true, we've been trying to figure that out for quite a while too. Bringing it up right before the end of the year like this is pretty bold of you. I don't just live or like leaving such matters unresolved, that's all. With so many of our classmates set to free us so soon, this is our final opportunity to settle this. So let us do so, as your year of back and forth will prove once and for all, which of us deserves to come out on top. Sure, I'm for it. You might even be able to give us a real challenge after all you've been through. Then we're on. In that case, Master Rain, would you mind choosing a partner to fight by your side? A classmate, of course. The two of you represent Class 7, while Master Patrick and I represent Class 1. Yeah, I wouldn't want any non-students representing my class. A 2-on-2 match sounds just fine with me, though. Like Patrick, he's been training for this day for a long time. He's not the kind of guy who would do this on a whim. I can't underestimate Celestin, though. Celestin either. We managed to defeat him once, but definitely wasn't easy. I beg to differ. It was very easy. As soon as your partner arrived, we'll begin. Was there anyone you had in mind? Yeah, I know who just to call. Whoever takes this battle is champion, bar none. No complaints, no regrets, and no rematches. You okay with that? I wouldn't have it any other way. Then, if you would, please call your partner Master Ring. It's probably gonna be Alyssa, right? What if I called Sarah? Wouldn't that be funny? That wouldn't... It's not... I mean, she's kind of a part of Class 7, but not really. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Alyssa. I'm assuming you guys have, like, everything you need on you. Pretty much. Alright. Alyssa, what are you doing in that outfit? Did I call you during sports hour? Rain's already told me what we're doing. It'll be nice to show you what we're capable of one last time, at least. You both are worthy opponents. We will hold nothing back, Celestin. Indeed, it's a high time for us to demonstrate our new skills. God, these two are so dumb. I can already tell they've gotten stronger than the last time we fought. A lot stronger, for sure. So, we're here representing our classmates. There's no way we'll lose. Let's do this. Let's. Oh, you poor doomed people. Drive! I don't know if I'll actually use that. I will do this, however. I summon the hand god. Rain down your mighty beam. Just imagining doing that to a student. Get you expelled, sir. Ooh. What are you doing? You think you can craft right now? You silly goose. I'm not letting you do that. I think you can craft a spell. If I defeat you in this one turn, it's gonna be really pathetic, bro. Finish them, Rain. Why not? I basically finished them in like 4 turns. Thanks to Overdrive. Oh, he's still standing. Alyssa. Your turn. Thought he could keep surviving. Could hold on. Just to get punched back down. My guardian angel. Alyssa. You forgot this was even a game. Yeah, there are long periods. This game's like 60% reading, 40% game. Let's just get some nice kicks on. I should have known we wouldn't be able to defeat you after all. You both fought splendidly. They got a lot stronger, guys. They got so much stronger. I didn't even give them a turn to attack. The same goes for you two. There was no telling which way it would have gone. I second that. You guys really did your classmates proud. It just sounds insulting, y'all. And the way you two use Arcus links is something else. Yeah. The way they use Arcus links. Yeah, I agree. I'm proud to be from the same academy as someone with skills like yours, Patrick. Ugh, you really can't help yourself, can you? Alright, Patrick, you can... you have to give this up forever now. I squashed you like a bug so many times. Still, you fought well and defeated us fair and square. I suppose I can finally accept Class 7 as Class 1's ultimate rivals. Patrick? What are you waiting for? Right. This isn't over yet. Who? Excuse me? No, Patrick, I can't believe you would try to settle things between Class 1 and 7 without us. Hello, Ferris. Did our class's permission to do so? I did get our class's permission to do so, did I not? I thought this was going to be a rematch of a practical exam last June. Have you seen Once Upon a Studio yet? I'm gonna say no, because I don't know if that's a game, movie, or TV show, or none. Oh, it's like a Disney live action / animated fantasy crossover. Nani? Came out 2 days ago. Looks like for ABC. It's only 9 minutes. What? No, I don't know anything about this. I thought it was only gonna be a rematch of the practical exam last June. Besides, we've yet to properly determine which one of us is superior. We nobles of Class 7. Or your Class 7. That's what you said, right? If you're deciding where the nobles stand, you need to fight on behalf of all of the upper classes, not just your Class 1. I haven't watched either, but it looks really well animated. I guess it's like... Why does it say short film? If it's 9 minutes, is it multiple? Oh. Including all 62 feature film. Oh, no. That's crazy. I don't know what. It's probably nice. And I film Disney characters come to life from pictures hanging on the walls. Oh. It's a very Disney sounding premise. Isn't that the kind of splitting hair? Isn't that kind of splitting hairs? I'm not sure I follow. What did you come here for, Ferris? Allow me to explain. Oh god, what are you doing, Vincent? I, the perpetually elegant Vincent Florald, am here on behalf of the upper class second years of this academy, and I brought my dear and dedicated sister with me to battle, my good fellows. As the Florald's family maid, I will also be taking part in this battle. I do hope you accept our challenge. All the upper class students have already given us their approval to fight on their behalf. So let us battle the armor. But we already fought. Strongest in the academy? What happened to just settling things between the nobles and Class 7? But this is our last chance to come together like this. Our last chance to make memories to treasure for... our last chance to close the book on our feud. Lady Ferris, at this point, the cat isn't just out of the bag. Its litter box It has a litter box. What is this analogy? It has its litter box and scratching post. Okay, just just to recap, you want to settle things too, is that right? I kind of feel the same way, to be honest. No objections here. True enough. Alright, we accept your challenge. I would love to launch into battle right away, but it would hardly be fair if we fought you three on two. Please call another one of your classmates to balance our team's little. Who we want to bring? Elliot would be good just to have healing in case we somehow get stomped. Eustace would probably be really good too. I'll just stick with Elliot. Not gonna lie, this isn't exactly how I thought it's been my final free day. I'll give it my best though. I wouldn't want to let our class down. Man, we got 2 big games coming out this week too. Super Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2. Apparently, if you're interested in it, the new Sonic comes out. I think it looks pretty nice. I don't think it pushes the envelope enough for me. My biggest complaint that it just looks too slow. Like it's just not enough speed going on. Now prepare to fall against the result of 2 solid months of brutal chaining. Right. I like how the maid just whips out some pistols. Oh. I don't care if you're going Super Saiyan, still just squash you like a bug. Oh, time to spank some butts again. Jesus, her hit sounds violent. Oh, come on, there we go. Miss! Okay, I don't know. Why are you doing that? Feel bad for Elliot. He doesn't have anybody to link with. It's kind of sad. What? Well, that sucks. Unless... Nope. Still no. Okay, I could deactivate the magic barrier. There we go. Saved Elliot's life. That being reflected back at him would be rough. Hey. Rough. No. She died. Oh my god. Walt. I should have activated his S-Craft. It's disappointing. Oh no! Elliot's been petrified. Shit, I just now realized. That's not good. You have a craft for this, right? I don't think she does, actually. I can't use Elliot's S-Craft because he's immobile. Don't worry, I'll cure him somehow. Cures petrify. Alright, just get him up. rough. No! Oh my god, they're actually gonna win this fight. What? No, 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 no. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll turn back the clock. Listen here, you. I'm not letting you get that off. I really appreciate it. Y'all didn't have moves that cut through me like this. Holy shit. Alright. I'm alive, but at what cost? Ah, it's still not gonna be quick enough. Ferris, what the fuck? Ah! Worth it. Go ahead, use your S-craft for the crit. Because you're about to die anyway. Yeah, maybe I underestimated you a bit. Just a smidgen. Don't worry. We will fix this. I will not let you win. Alright, now you can't just do that bullshit in front of us. Can you stop hitting her? Jesus. Anything else impede? Fortunately, no. I want to be on this side. I don't want to, like, line up everybody. Yes, please rush him. No, no, no. Don't even give him a chance. Here we go, one person down. Thank God. There you go, now you won't die. Yeah, you heal yourself, you coward. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be powerful enough to kill them. Could do Aqua Bleed, steal them. What do I want? Just do Aqua Bleed, I guess. Still pretty decent. Nope. Nope. Not letting you heal that. Kneel. Kneel. Kneel before me. Should expected this as much from people whom First Lady Ferris regards so highly. The one strong mage, Sherifa. Can't believe that after all I trained, it still wasn't enough. Ferris. Still, I accept my defeat. You fought exceptionally. It's not like you didn't give us a good run for a mirror, though. I'm not sure we could beat you a second time, that's for sure. I'm going to treasure the memory of this battle forever, that's for sure. Oh, you. Still, now that you've defeated us, you've your confirmation that the members of Class 7 are the strongest of the Academy. Yeah, still not sure how to respond to that, but thanks, Oh, did someone say strongest in the Academy? You can't see me right now, but I'm looking at you. Chat, I'm looking at the camera. This... You better not. It's going to. It's happening. That sounds like... Oh, okay, good. Woo! Unless I'm fighting you. That'd be really odd. But Principal Van Dyck. Dyke. What brings you here, sir? Hey, since it just came out, I want to ask you if you weren't... you weren't planning on buying Superstars, were you? Nah. I think it looks fine. I'm gonna have my hands full of other games. I'll probably buy it on discount, stream it eventually, but unfortunately, from what everything I've seen from the game, I think it just looks alright. Just like not bad, just fun. I'm sure it's fun. I just don't think it looks fast enough. It needs more speed to be more exciting to me. I do believe we secured permission to use the battlefield. Like, max speed in that just looks so... slow. I don't know. The species Usona is red panda. You are correct. Oh, you're not in trouble, Hyams. I was just curious as to how your battle was going. So I wanted a closer look. I'm certainly glad I did. Everyone has fought remarkably well so far. It's quite a spectacle. But I'm so caught up in all the excitement and enthusiasm that I no longer stand idly by. All I'm gonna say is, good, don't buy Sonic Superstars. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get it. Eventually. If you ask me, he's being ridiculous. You're saying that somebody's played Sonic Forces, so... But he's never been one to change his mind once he's made up, no matter how much I try. No! Superstars isn't 60... Oh my god. I mean, I go off, Queen, I guess. Please tell me this doesn't mean what I think it means. It does indeed. You will have to buy Sonic Superstars full price to join the fun. Besides, you didn't think I'd let you get away with calling yourselves the strongest in the academy without defeating us? Did you? Oh my god. Yeah, I was joking. I didn't actually want to fight them. Ordinarily, I wouldn't participate in this nonsense, but someone has to make sure he doesn't overexert himself. I'm fighting the goddamn nurse. The nurse of the school has a giant sniper rifle. Help! I would be happy to take on everyone here at once, but it's Class 7 won the previous battles. Perhaps they should be our first. I can't help but feel like a bully taking on helpless students like this. Ma'am, you have a gun. A giant rifle at that. But I am afraid I don't have much choice. They really do seem strong. Still, can't just roll over and give up without a fight. This game is silly. No, not Trails. No. Sure, individually, either one of them could crush any one of us to dust, but if we work together, I think we can stand a chance. So let's just see how far our strength can take us. We might never get a chance to test this ourselves like this. Yeah, you're right. I don't like our chances, but I want to at least try. That's our Class 7. Though it wouldn't be fair if only 3 of you took us on. You should call another one of your classmates. There's no fun for any of us, an easy win after all. Okay, now I'm really scared. Man, who should I even call? Oh, you know who we should call. Ghostbusters! Let's get Useless. We need a tank out here. Yeah! What do you got on you? Got everything you need? That armor's better. That shoes are better. Do we have anything better than Braveheart? Why do I feel like Deathblow's gonna be a thing here? Oh, we have one of these to give you? Never mind, it's not that big. It's not that big. I'll just roll with it. I'll pray that this is good enough. I didn't know what I'd expect when you called me, but it certainly wasn't this. But I surrender to no foe. This will be our finest battle. Potion setter. I need your strongest potions. I'm going into battle. Okay, guys, this might be our hardest challenge to date. It's time to give them all what we got. Let's see how far our combined strength will take us against the mightiest in this academy. We can do it. Right. Now that's the spirit. And let the fun begin. The game's kind of throwing all the silly stuff at us. Because, like, we just kind of concluded the war. It's like, what more can the game do at this point? All charged up. Let's go. I'm gonna say you're probably easier to take out. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be able to win this fight. Good hit. Oh god. Oh, I can't get them all. Maybe. Good fight. Move. Dang it. Oh well. Alright. You can do your S-craft uses. I'm not even sure if I've seen this. Look at him charged up. I mean, it looks cool. It's look goofy. Oh my god, did you see their health bars? They have over 214,000 health. Actually, he has less. I know. Never mind. She has less. Oh shite. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Isn't anything beat? I mean, Rain's gonna be fine. Yeah, you tried to hit her. Damn. We do not want to be grouped up. Which is a real shame because my strategy revolves around being grouped up. Yet. Damn it. I just cannot save her from getting harmed. Oh, you really just sealed yourself up. No. I mean, I should have seen it coming, but yeah, this is gonna be brutal. What am I looking for? Okay, go ahead and use my S-craft, I guess, but no. Rather hit and then do it. Oh. Okay, that did a huge amount of damage. That makes me a little more confident. Just a little bit. Whoa. What are you doing, sir? Whoa. Okay. You just healed like 50,000. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh no. This is not good. Hey, Usus, can you do that thing you do? Oh, Alyssa's really... They're not grouped up at all. I can't use it. Okay, then. That's such a shame. Yeah, go over there and hit her. Group up. You gotta keep you guys somewhat grouped up. Nope. That's Elliot. It's Elliot down. You'll be using those a lot this fight. I can tell you that much. He's just rich. Why did you move over? You mean 0 damage? Oh my. Can't be dealing with this right now. I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna have a stroke. Eustace is doing 0 damage. I have not trained him well enough. Wait, what? Eustace, how are you supporting this? You powering this up? Oh no, my stream is just disconnected. Are you kidding? Five minutes ago. What the fuck? Is my connection finally broken? I don't know what to do. It's reconnecting still. I guess my overall connection went out. Shame. Okay. Well, I think the connection's finally back. I think my whole internet went down. Oh, I made you do that. Okay. First aid. Listen, you gotta stop doing that, ma'am. Ma'am? I finally have overdrive after all this time? Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Oh no. Just still says reconnecting. Oh. Now it should be up. Took a moment to reconnect. Yeah, I don't know. My whole internet just went out. That's cool. That's neat. Isn't that neat? Sheesh. I don't know. And it's been doing some wonky stuff sometimes. Wonder how long I was gone for. Because it seemed like it was several minutes. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, that actually did pretty good amount of damage. Yeah, that's fine. These guys are giving me real pain in my neck. That's what they're doing. Go ahead and do your S-craft. How much damage will this do? 52! Oh, that's good. I hate you! I hate you! Stop! Like, actually stop doing that. Stop healing an immense amount of... Can't dealing with this, y'all. I need to win this fight. Oh. Listen, y'all. Listen. Just stick together. Heal like you've never healed before. Put up a physical guard. You could do this. Everybody can have a good defense buff. Look at that. You're all ready to go. Burst! Finally, we could burst. Holy shit. It's not a lot of damage, but it's decent. It gives me such satisfaction to see them miss. It's like Extreme Labs. Ah. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm back. Ooh. Will I be able to steal that? Yes! Oh, I stole it. This crit's gonna do so much damage, y'all. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm gonna watch it. I'm like anticipating, let's say 60,000. It's a crit. It's gonna be at least 60. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so juicy. Come on, come on. Yeah! Oh, that's good. No, I'm not letting you. I'm not letting you move. No, you will die. Battle of Endurance is here. Yatta! My dog's wagging his tail in his sleep. Oh. You can kind of hear it. Just a little bit. I have to admit, I'm impressed. I never would have expected you to be able to overpower us like that. You've really grown through your experience during the war. We only won because we were together. None of us, or even half of either of you on their own. As tough as it was, we managed to topple the strongest people in the academy. You most certainly did. I have nothing but praise for the way you fought today. While most of Class 7 will soon be leaving this academy base and starting new lives elsewhere, the things you've learned and the skills you've developed here are now part of you and will remain so wherever you go. That you were able to defeat us today is fine proof of how you've grown. May you continue to nurture your skills elsewhere. We will. Thank you, sir. Certain things I've learned here will be incredibly valuable for my future. Sorry to make you waste some of your little time you have left on fighting the two old foggies like us. So please let me tend to your wounds at least. Well, that was easy. Not only was everyone's HP and EP fully restored, they also recovered 200 CP. Of course. We appreciate you healing us as well. You have our thanks, fair instructor. Just remember to take it easy for a while. Arts are no substitute for proper medical care, after all. Well, Principal, I think it's time we let these students be. As do I. Farewell for now. I very much hope we'll have the chance for a rematch someday. Can't believe they just kind of came out here on their own free time. I can spoil the ending of our rematch for you right now. We lose. Still, at least you beat them once. That's a greater achievement than most will ever be able to claim. Allow me to give you my highest commendation for your excellent performance. To be frank, we would love the chance to fight you all again once, eh? Fight all of you again one day, too. That would be great. You fought particularly wonderfully, Alyssa. I hope we can get another chance to compete with one another again. We will, I promise. Can't believe you were able to actually overcome those two. You and your classmates truly are something else. Schwarzer, I would like you to accept this. I'll be in garb. Great, but what is it? It has been passed down through the Hiram's family for generations. I would like you to have it in honor of your victory. Hope you can accept it. Thanks, Patrick. I really will. I have something for you as well. Oh, nice. But don't let your victories today make you complacent. Not unless you want to be thoroughly trounced when we fight next, or when we fight next. At least, I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to say, while we might have had our disagreements over the past year, I think we've both grown as a result. We grew in a way we couldn't have if we hadn't been rivals. And I couldn't wish for better rivals than Class 1. That's for sure. Trust me, there's no need to warn us against complacency. Don't you worry, Ferris. We'll be sure to keep training for for the next time we face off. Your class's unrestrained honesty continues to be an assault on the senses. Still, I suppose that's part of what makes you who you are. And the rivals who have earned so much of our respect. Thus, the long-time conflict between classes 1 and 7 reached its conclusion. Everyone involved accepted one another as worthy rivals and friends, praising each for other's skills. Eventually, with some reluctance, they all went their separate ways. Well, that took longer than I expected, which has been like most of the quests so far. Well, I'm leaving the grounds and turning in that other quest at least. And that will be like a majority. I think there's still like 2 or 3 more things to do on campus. Or in Trista. That is the wrong building. Well, look who's back. Gotta go. You gave me a bunch of amazing comments? I'd say so. Check them out. Sorry it took so long. I ended up fighting 3 different people. Dang it. Now that's the stuff. I couldn't have come up with more perfect comments if I wrote them myself. This show's got success written all over it. I knew you were the guy to call. Great job, Rain. Wow. I didn't think you'd be this happy about them. You're making me blush. Well, one way or another, good luck with the new show. You know I'll be tuning in. Just you wait. This'll be great. I'm gonna make the station a bigger deal than the army. And then we'll never have them trying to censor us ever again. Gotta shoot for that 20% audience share with this thing. Oh, he's pumped. I appreciate this zeal. Or his zeal. Oh, he's just gonna keep doing that, huh? Do it again. Yeah! Chester really is a wonderful place. I can't believe he's still doing it. Yellow. Oh, Rain Sworzer speaking. It's the Thart. You free, Sworzer? Major Nithart. What a pleasant surprise. Yes, I suppose we're free right now. Or how can I help you? Listen up, Sworzer. It's not a matter of life or death or anything, but I'm at the Academy on business right now, and I hear you are too. I thought it might be a good time for the two of us to exchange information. Well, that does make sense. Where are you now, sir? Faculty Lounge. I'll be here for a while yet, so there's no need to rush yourself. So just come speak with me when you have a moment. See you there. We haven't had a chance to speak. We haven't had a chance to speak with him face to face for a while. Yep. Literally just kind of saying the same thing we just went over with. Rain's good at that. He's just good at being redundant. Jeez, what quest does this leave now? We got that, we did that, we did that. It's our hidden one for swimming lessons. Speak to the Thart. Accept the quest. Wait. Okay, how's this a hidden quest? Oh, okay. I guess I just didn't expect you to do all the quests. So it's hidden? Oh, this is gonna be about the swimming stuff. It's good to see you again, Sworzer. Likewise, sir. I've been keeping up with your exploits with the army. It's hard not to after all you've done. Harder still not to hear about yours as the Ashen Cavalier. Although I'm sure that feels more like a burden than a source of pride. Well, I chose this path for myself. I have to accept whatever comes with it, whether it's good or bad. What brings you to the Academy, by the way? Not much. I'm only here to return some documents I forgot I had in my possession. I don't have much time to spare here, but it just seemed like a waste not to get the most of it. Which is why I wanted to see how you were doing. Really. Thank you very much for your concern, sir. Sir. There comes a time when your desire to follow your beliefs clashes with the preservation of your own well-being. It relieves me to see that you're doing better than I anticipated, but... Sir? Look alive, Sworzer. Show some spirit! What? Yes, sir. Sorry. It's just that your eyes don't have the vitality in them they once did. I suppose I could make the time to lend you in some training. Nothing reignites a man, like being pushed to his limits. Of course, this offer includes the rest of the men in your class too. Why am I getting a sense of deja vu here? All of us, sir? Daring today, are we? That's what I said. Think of this as my final lesson to you. I don't intend to force you into it either. Just know that the offer's on the table if you're interested. Let's get sweaty. That was the option. Let's get sweaty. Most definitely, sir. Look at that. I see a little bit of fire back in your eyes already. Yes, Divine Wing. It's the filler. The epilogue. How you doing? Hello. Welcome in. Just getting ready to go for a swim, apparently. Gather the men and meet me in the gymnasium. Woo-doo-doo. I still have fun with the filler, but... well, why? I mean, it is the epilogue, so... the game that just refuses to be finished. Brr. It might be starting to get warmer, but nobody in their right mind would call this swimming weather. We're indoors. How'd we find ourselves in this situation to begin with? Well, Major Neithart said he wanted to give us some training. But maybe I should have asked him to clarify exactly what that training was. I don't know, swimming in this weather just might make for an effective training. Unusual, sure, but effective. Guys, you would enjoy this. I'm just wondering what possessed you to call me for this. Slow the whining, Alberet. We've got training to do. Start with the warm-ups. Done in accordance with the Manway method. Manway. Lest we forget. So that means we'll be racing one-on-one until we've all raced each other, right? If my memories of exhaustion and pain are to be believed, then yes. Glad to see it. It made an impression. Sworzer, you get to pick first. You get first pick. Yes, sir. Let's get the first pick off with Marcus. Gotta hide the tab now before people walk in. What do you say, Marcus? Mine going first? If I have to. I'll take my reticence as a sign that I'm holding back. You better come at me with everything you have. Oh, I will. Alright, Marcus. Chose you first just to get you over with. Just so you know. Don't disappoint me. I forgot how the swim minigaming worked. Yeah. Press the two triangle and circle when the two overlap. Probably gonna be bad at this. No! There we go. Get in the swing of it. Work, bitch! Don't let Marcus win. Okay, good. Woo! I'm disappointed in myself to let Marcus win. You win again. Surprise, surprise. You really don't hold back, do you? You literally told me not to. Besides, I couldn't afford it with you right on my tail the whole time. Doesn't sound like swimming to me. I didn't bring you here to chit-chat. Your race is done. Get back here so that the next one can get started. Right away. Rhythm heaven. Anime heaven. Assuming you've played this game before. Alright. Now that you all raced each other, we can move on to phase 2 of our training. My headphones are dying out, so gotta head out. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate your company. We have a good night. Get some rest. Tucks you in. All that good stuff. Rest? Me? Oh, you're too kind, instructor, but I don't need it. Not after 4 swim races. Well, we'll just have to try and hang in there. As bad as this is our last chance to do it together. Rain, next time you think torture would be more fun together, don't call me what is instructor Ninth thinking? Trying to scrutinize with the unfathomable will only tire you out. Just give it up and don't drown. Wait, he's just laughing over the dying. Hold it right there. Nani? Uh-oh. Yep. Here comes the women. Yep. Of course. Instructor Sarah. What are you doing? What are all of you doing here? Of course, this would be the hidden one. I don't remember Sarah. I don't remember her suit. I could ask you the same thing. How could all of you be so heartless coming here and having fun without inviting us? Deciding to train by yourselves without even extending the offer to us. Honestly, I expected better of you. For the record, I was perfectly content to just watch, but they roped me into it. Same here. How you humans can just casually strip off most of your clothes when this cold outside is truly mind-boggling. Either way, it's no fair hogging the pool. Yeah, I want to swim too. Totally, and that's why we're here. Liven up your sad face party by challenge you all to roll-licking team battle. Whoa, what is she talking about? But I was telling one of the boys when they mentioned it. It's like, but this is an indoor pool. Nobody's making. Maybe they just don't have like central heating, which would make no sense. A challenge, huh? Even then, it'd still be pretty warm inside. I don't know. Very well, we accept. This battle will consist of 5 races, each matching a man against a woman. Whichever team secures more victories wins. And to raise the stakes, the losing team will have to do whatever the winning team asks of them. That's pretty. I don't know how that sounds fair to them. Sounds like I'd better start thinking of what I want you guys to do. I take it we don't really get any say in all this, do we? Still. Adios, have mercy on whoever gets matched against Laura and Fee. They'll have one hell of an uphill battle. That said, I think we still have a perfectly good chance of winning this. Totally. Oh, I should have just named this episode Trails of Cold Steel 2 Beach episode. Yeah, they're not actually on a beach, so not quite the same thing. They're all worthy competitors. Let's not waste time further. You're up first. Get out there and earn the men's team's of glorious victory to inspire the rest. And remember, failure is not an option. Yes, sir. Who will I be up against, though? Sarah? So you're sticking to pouring rain out in front, are you? Well, in that case, what are you gonna do, Fee? Think about it, it's been a long time since I get to check out the girls in this rain. Stop. Admire. Really? Really? It seems kind of unfair to pick Sarah. I kind of want to, because I think it would be funny. Okay. Game's just shameless. Man, if swimsuits had feelings, that would be the happiest piece of fabric in Erebania. You could stop saying that. You could stop thinking that. Wait, has all her teasing actually lulled me to finding her appealing? You know, I get the feeling that Rain wants to challenge you, instructor. Me, huh? No one said she was out of the running. Besides, I could feel the heat of Rain's wistful gaze from here. Get out there and win one for the team, Peach, but... Well, fine. But I don't want to hear any boo-hoos when I cream you, Rain. Oh, well. Take your positions. Screw you too. Uh-oh. I hit square instead of triangle. Foolish. No, you gotta catch up. Did I do it? Did we do it? Oh, just barely though. Just barely. Michael Phelps. What do you mean by that? Looks like you win this round. I gotta admit, I'm kind of impressed, Rain. Maybe Neithart really did make a man out of you. Oh. Thanks, instructor. Whoopsie. I'm not setting a good example just hanging back here, huh? Jesus, swimmer. Ah. I got you. We should get back to the others. Sounds good. I was like, the name's familiar, but I don't remember. I didn't remember what he was known for. Should have put 1 and 2 together. One by one, the rest of Rain's team lined up for the races, but in a move so devious that they probably should have seen it coming, the girls' team just put Laura and Fee forward for every match. As a result, the boys' team was soundly defeated. Damn. Come on, guys. I even beat the instructor for you. There's no way that wasn't cheating. Well, technically, no one specified that the same swimmer couldn't race more than once, but come on. Okay, that's some bullshit you pulled. Well, if you have a problem are totally fair results, then whether you want to accept the result or not, a defeat is a defeat. Crying about your opponent not playing fair by the rules wouldn't save you in a war zone. This is a swimming pool. This swimming pool is no different. It kind of is, but oh, morality is a very personal thing. Everyone has times when they need to stray from the path of righteousness. We're swimming here. The strategy employed by Instructor Sarah may seem unreasonable to you, perhaps even cheap. I can certainly understand that, but there's no way of getting around it. Defeat is defeat. She chose the most effective strategy available to her and claimed victory over us. That's the way it is. Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't I have raced every fucking one? Well, it's hard not to argue with that. I'm surprised to see you, of all people, backing up Instructor Sarah's loophole, exploiting strategy through. Heh, so am I. What brought this on? You guys are wusses. Basically, what we're being told, nothing in particular, is to find myself less than thrilled with your ways and by extension the practices of the Bracer Guild. But I can't deny the Guild's existence and its methods will be a vital part of this nation's future. We're talking about the nation's future even when we're just having a fun little swim challenge. Glad to see you've changed of heart. I had a change of heart. I wouldn't go that far. Anyway, let's get this over with. What are your orders? Oh, I almost forgotten about that. Uh-oh. Don't let Oh, how about we all play tag? That'd be way more fun than boring old training. I almost managed to forget that we've done that once before. Is that it? I was expecting something more grueling, like hours of push-ups while you ate cake in front of us. You could stop talking now. Hey now, The girls made their choice, and who are we to question it? Yes, that's exactly true. We must give the winners their due. Their desperation is palpable. Well, I guess we can go with that then. Your choice is playing a game of tag. There's no harm in making the punishment fun for everyone. Well said. Yay! I picked Major Nythart then to be it first then. Me? Yeah, now. You caused this mess. In the end, they all chased each other around the pool until no one had any energy left. As usual, poor, pitiful Reen found himself accused of many scandalous acts as he had no intention of committing. But eventually, their strange yet surprisingly enjoyable training came to an end. Wow. I wasn't expecting to be forced to participate in that horseplay as well. Still, it wasn't a completely unenjoyable change of pace. That's true. Personally, I am exhausted. Sir, I wanted to thank you for doing all of this for us, and for all other times too. There's no need to thank me. Let me see. Take this. It's not much of a parting gift, but I'd like you to have it all the same. That's a good one. Why am I ever not sure? I hope you'll make good use of it. I'll be returning to the faculty lounge for a while before departing the academy. If you happen to need something, just stop by and speak to me there. Will do, sir. Well, that's the hidden quest. I can see why they hid it. Goodness gracious. Take 3 hours to just finish all the quests so I can move further into the game. I'm saving it. There's no way. It's been 70 hours into this game. Jeez. And now the race to end all races in class warfare. I think I preemptively did class warfare, thankfully. So that's nice. So I think I just have one more. Let me check. Did I do all? Yep. Just one more major quest, huh? Alright. Guess I won't be getting to Spider-Man tonight. Because I really want to finish this game so I can get back to Spooky Month. To play more spooky games, but I mean, Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2 come out this week, so it's just... Rain, unfortunately, didn't get a ton of development in the first two games, in my opinion. A lot of people said he developed on 2, I mean, he's stronger, I guess. Yeah, I can see that. I definitely feel like the developers wanted Rain to be somebody who's trying to find himself in the midst of war, so I think I can definitely see the next 2 games developing him as a person better. So I definitely see that. And I can see why they went the route they did with him. So I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's a little overplayed, the coming of age type of stories, but I mean, you've seen Rain start from nothing and try to find even just a little bit of who he is or who he wants to be, and I think it's cool. I think it's nice. I tried to stop her, Rain. I told her how important today was to you and everything, but she couldn't help herself. It's fine, honestly. It's my kind of request, actually. There's no way erasing Angelica isn't going to be interesting. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said Rain was, like, interesting. Like, super interesting of a character, especially compared to Estelle and Lloyd, but as far as MCs go, I think Lloyd was a much better defined character, but Lloyd had already kind of, like, he already had a personality. He already knew what he wanted, pretty much. You had already had so much history. Oh, a motorcycle. I mean, orbital bike. Oh, I'll show you. Interesting. Guess Ring's fallen for that bike's charms just as hard as you did. Guilty as charged. Just proves that entrusting her to you was the right choice after all. You up for skipping the usual formalities then? No asking. If you have the time to, please accept my request in junk. Sure, I've always hoped for a chance to go out riding with you. Shame we've only got the time for a race. Oh, we're going to race, huh? My thoughts exactly. Still, there's a certain excitement can only get from a good race, isn't there? Yeah, you know who Lloyd is and what he wants, and pretty early on. Yeah. Like, he was still trying to find his footing in the world, but he had already been kind of like developed as a person. You do have a point. I'm not really sure if I stand much of a chance against you. Not that it'll stop me from trying. That's what I like to hear. So, are we doing this right now, or what? I feel like this type of story is just like been injected into a lot of games around that time frame, because like this came out like 2014, I think, 2013, 2014. So a lot of games are trying to like find that you're growing up in a school, you know, it's like persona type of just being your own person, discovering who you are. If you're worried about the rules, don't be. I'll give you a rundown before we start. Hit the brakes. Nah, you bet. Hopefully this will be like the shortest quest, because I'm ready to get things going. High school anime girls, cute mechs, yep, all that stuff. Hey, thanks for the follow. Didn't expect to see you there, Toa. Wouldn't miss this for the world. I won't be able to take my eyes off of a race like this. This is sure to be intense. But I'll be intense safely, alright? I love Toa. Toa's a good girl. I'll try. I'm like Angelica. That goes for you too, Angie. No praying man, you got a Discord? Nah. I don't have a Discord group set up yet. But eventually. Huh. But of course, my dear George. Never do a thing to worry. Anyway, on to the rules. This will sound familiar if you've ever raced before. We follow the course, and the first to the inn wins. Yeah, sounds simple enough to me. I'd worry if it didn't, but let's make this a bit more interesting, shall we? Raise the stakes a little bit. That's cool. When you do, I'll show you some of my art. Oh, you got some art, huh? Let's say the loser has to buy everyone drinks. Work for you? Huh. I'm not one to turn down a free drink. As pitting their egos against each other wasn't enough. Let's just let them have their fun. Well then, why don't we get the show on the road? To your bike, Rain. You got it. It feels like half the students gamble in some form. Are you both ready? Is this really a race? Alright, I'll count. Like, am I gonna have to control it? 3, 2, 1. I think it's just a cutscene. Nope, never mind. You can't make this go any faster. I'm holding R1. We realistically shouldn't win, but we will because we're in C. Yeah. This thing controls so oddly. I don't know if I'm supposed to be trying to take shortcuts. Oh no, I'm catching up to her a little bit. Very slightly. I'm getting the edge. I just went through you. You're gonna start playing card games on the motorcycle like Yu-Gi-Oh! Fruit. Oh no! That's bullshit. I got distracted. Didn't... Alright. Motorcycle like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. 5D's nuts. That didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. That was cheating. You ran into me. And it slowed me down. Didn't realize I was playing fucking Mario Kart. This is so odd. Because there's like no way to go faster. Like you're going the same speed. The only thing you can do is like steer it well. And by well, you mean like just tweak it. How did I get the edge on you so badly? This is rubber banding at its finest, people. Yeah. AP increased by 1. Finally. Boy, I can't believe how much you've improved. You really earned that win. Well done. Hey, don't sell yourself short. You kept the pressure on right to the very end. If anything, I find it hard to believe I actually won against you. Well, let's all just make out, because we'll just all be modest. Well, believe it or not, you did, and that proves more than anything just how skilled you are now. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself, Reed. Thanks, Angelica, George. Maybe it's because I didn't hold back, but I really feel refreshed after that. Not the feeling I was expecting for some reason, but hey, I'm not complaining. You know, it wouldn't surprise me that Trails. I mean, Trails already has a card game. The last 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Spin-offs don't even look like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like from before. They all have a certain look now. It just looks like basic card game anime. Somehow that doesn't surprise me, but that seems odd. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually nails down like its style pretty well, but if they can't even do that, that's pretty dire. I'm not holding back is an understatement. What's so funny, Toa? What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just touched, that's all. I could feel how serious you were about the race the whole time, Reed. Yep, it was quite the spectacle to behold. I mean, how did you guys even see? You saw the starting line, and there's no way for you to see the rest. Unless you, like, went up on top of a hill that quickly. You'll have to hit me up if you guys ever decide for a rematch. For sure. I hope we can have one, too. I got cheaper, man. I guess 'cause kids have less attention spans. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is weird, because, like, I hear the card game itself still is fairly popular, but I don't know. It's just, I wish the game was more fun to play. Every time you, like, turns just take forever. For sure. And I hope we can have one, too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to have my chance to get revenge for today. Alright. Before I forget, I should perform my civic duty as the loser. Time to buy those drinks. 5 should do, I think. 5? Oh. Oh. No, you shouldn't have said that. Y'all had fun without him today. It's the least we can do. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. It's now about chaining cramp. I stopped after getting wrecked by the BS archetype called Infernities. Huh. Every time I'm like, oh, I want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I'm so nostalgic and I love the art. And then I just hear stories like that. Where I'm just like, oh no. Is the game fun to play? Not really. And after seeing Toa, who returned to the student council room, George and Angelica and Rain wandered back to the engineering building. You didn't really need to tell me that. You could just put us back in here, and I just would have assumed, yeah, that's what they did afterwards. By the way, before you go, I got a piece of news I figured you might like. Turns out the Rainford Company's thinking about going all in on orbital bike development. Really? That's right. But don't get too excited just yet. You never know if they'll end up actually going through with it. By the way, things are now, with the way things are now, I can't really imagine they will. But a time will come when society feels a need for vehicles that inspire passion in people. Those are Chairman Irina's words, too. I can see what makes she means. There's nothing quite like these bikes of ours, is there? Thing is, pendulum summons and XYZ summons make me want to puke a little bit. But hey, Legacy the Duelist would make for a good stream sometime. I will definitely play some Yu-Gi-Oh! On stream one day. Sadly, that does not look like it's going to be anytime soon. But maybe a one-off is due. Who knows? I could do one-offs. Think I'll ever get to Baldur's Gate 3? Exactly, which is why I'll need you to do your part in raising the public awareness while I'm gone. Adios knows I'll be showing mine off more than enough during my travels. Knowing you and every woman on the continent will want her own. The guys too, of course. Oh, right. Here's something for racing with me. It's the same one I wear, so you know it's good. Think of it as a farewell gift. Lightning belt. Right. But if this belt doesn't shock me, then I'm not using it. Thank you very much. I can't wait to try it on. Oh, and these are from me. Damn. Number 4s? EP charges 4? No, it went that far up. Oh, and one more thing. This doesn't have to do with the race or the request or anything. I just want you to have it. Engineering building key? What? This is the key to here, isn't it? That's right. From now on, you're free to use this place whenever you want. I'm not going to be here to see the next batch of bright-eyed first years roll in. So I'm putting you in charge of finding some promising young engineers to take over my work here. Deal? George, deal. Thanks, Rain, for everything. Can't speak. My dear friend, keep well for now. Oh, wow. Well, it really was like the shortest quest. Rain, you're doing that thing again where you're just... Well... What? That's not good. What was that just now? Was it my imagination? Oh, it couldn't have been. I think we need to see Valimar then. Nope. It's the final dungeon. Huh. Is that you, Valimar? Wait, did I just feel the same thing you felt yesterday? Then it sounds like I've got an investigation to do. But it came from the direction. It can only mean... You can tell what directions those come from. Direction beneath.
そなたたちが旧校舎と呼ぶ我が眠りについていた場所だ。
All right. Whew, that's probably where I call it. Because, gosh damn, I'm tired. Looks like Avery's dog is freaking out. Calm down. Looks like George has come to buy a tune-up. Can't wait till I get another chance to ride it. But didn't you just ride it? You just rode it. Beep. But you've been only been streaming for 50 minutes. Yeah. Such is the way of life. Well, I guess I could see if George has any new equipment. Because if I bring uses down there, still don't have any more. Or, nor do I have very much mass set up. Guess my nope. Ciao. What you got? Nothing. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, the years did fly by, and they constantly fly by. Time does what it wants. Why is it playing the emotional music? Why are you doing this to me? Man. Getting close. We're getting close. I think the final dungeon is pretty much it. And then finally, this game will be defeated. Guess we'll see what they say when we get near it. It's funny. I complain about the length, but the last one was longer. This game's actually shorter, and it would be even shorter if they cut out the epilogue. The epilogue adds on like 10 hours. Going to inspect the schoolhouse will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. I mean, I'm pretty certain I got it all. But just to be sure. Yeah. So do I have to like report that with somebody? Is there a way I can turn those in? Or I guess I just gotta get all those at the end. Celine, what are you up to up here, huh? Hey, you're not Celine. Ah. Maybe she's on the other one? There you are. Just gonna treat this like a regular day, huh? If I were you, I would do something special with your last day together. Oh well. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Cats included. I'm fun up here, dude. Rex. There's no time like the present. To put things right. This is with the flea market today. There have got to be tons of photo ops. And hey, maybe the wind will help me out and blow up some cuties' skirts for me. Can't get a better shot than that. Or a more illegal one. I know that. I was just messing around. You literally giving peeping Toms a bad name. Stranger danger. Hello, HR, Human Resources. I just want to talk to Alyssa. I'm not talking to you first. Oh. You two are having a conversation. Got it. They're having fun. Yeah, I guess there's nowhere to turn these in. Unless Toa can take it. Hey, Toa! What are you doing on? What are you doing in here? Did you get a little present I left at your dorm? It's a brand new stack of requests. Joking aside, I really appreciate how you always helped me with these. It's been a rough year for both of us, but you really made it easier on me, so thanks. The feeling's mutual. Well, one way or another, it's nice to know my last day as president won't be a taxing one. So if there's anything you need from me, just ask. I'd be happy to treat you with some tea a little later too. Well, I did. Oh, yeah, you can. You can report them. Yes! 18,000 Mira. Thanks so much for helping with me with my work. It's a big weight. It really is a big weight off my tiny little shoulders. Okay. Barrel, you're still here? Huh. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, nothing quite that permanent. Or it was just on a break. One that was quickly cancelled after my crystal ball showed me an especially interesting reading. Do I even want to ask? I saw something writing deep within the abyss. Writhing? Deep within the abyss. And a spiral of fate drawing in even space and time. Oh, the things we have to look forward to. What does she know? Glad she's entertained at least, but because nearly everything she tells me flies right over my head. As of today, the Occult Research Society is officially recommended. You're curious to know where I went during our break, aren't you? Not in the least. I'm curious. Rain might not be, but I'm fascinated by what you're doing. Look at this nerd just playing some chess by himself. Same, dude. Same. Well, I was hoping she would give me something that was like better than money, but is there not a weapons store? There's a general store. I don't think the general store is gonna have weapons. No. Seems wild. I could have swore there was like at least one like weapons store. I thought it was George, but George didn't seem to have anything. Not really much reason to do this, but why not? Oh, you're taking these, huh? That was so lame. Hours hyped in Sky 3 Black Records, and you use him, guys. It's just some dude. Yeah, Toval's not really not like, I don't know, he's just so nothing. Evergreen is good. Like Evergreen a lot. Abyss Shadow. Arc. Whoa, what is this? Like, no characters in Trails really like offends me in a bad way, but Cold Steel definitely has some like flat ones. They just feel very one-dimensional. It's like I feel like I should use my U material in something better, but at this point, like, I have nothing I can use it on. So I guess I may as well just get this. Red pendulum. Nah. Looking pretty good. The evasion on it's just so worth it. Even Imakuni isn't superstars. So really, that's kind of shocking. Oh yeah, Mario Wonders. It's gonna do wonders. All right. Well, check George one last time to see if I overlooked something, but I don't think I did. I can make orbments, but I kind of don't need them. That blast of light rains down. Can we do something with wind? Does wind really not have anything like super interesting? I never noticed that until now, but wind doesn't really have anything that costs. It's like really strong. Like all its spells are kind of like whatever. Like even fire has like some pretty big ones. And then, yeah, I don't even know what I would buy. Really disappointed HP 3 or 4 didn't hit. I guess I'll buy attack 3. And they also didn't have an invade 2. Or not 2, but 3. Disappointing. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good on everything, really. Oh yeah, I can open up some slots. It wouldn't hurt. And now I'm out. Well, y'all, I'll be calling it here. I'm gonna take a look inside real quick, see what's up, and then I'll probably save it. We'll have one more big stream, hopefully. Strange. Can't sense anything abnormal. Elmar said he sensed movement in the earth veins below us, but... May I help you? Oh, speaking of the devil. Tovu. Yeah, tell me about it. What brings you here? Do you need me for something?
仕事絡みでサラやミフトに会いに来たんだ。ついでにお前さんの顔も見ておきたいと思ってな。後ろ姿を遠目で見かけたんで追いかけたってわけさ。鬼神が封印されていた士官学院の旧校舎ってやつか。サラから話は聞いてたが、なかなかの雰囲気じゃないか。何か用事でもあるのか?
Oh, you know, I'm just having fun. Just thinking about exploring it. The haunted old schoolhouse. Well, I thought there was actually, it looks like it was just my imagination, so don't worry about it. Oh, okay. Still, by the sound of it, the guild's been keeping you busy lately? Has your workload lightened up at all?
まあな、これまで以上に厳しい状況にはなりそうだが。お前さんも頑張ったからと言うべきか。大規模な戦争に発展する前に、だがこれで彼を止める勢力は名実ともに内外に存在しなくなって決裁将ギリアス・オズボーン。
Can't believe that. Can't believe that twist.
どうした?
It's nothing. Only people who know the truth about me or him are the ones that are dead. Still wouldn't be surprised that the Prince Oliver Viscount did not already. What should I tell him?
安心してくれ。
Don't worry, Rain. About
トー
what?
マ城の最上階で起きたことは必要最低限しかサラから聞いていない。お前さんの仲間の最後もプライベートに関わることもまあなんとなく薄々想像しちまってはいるけどな。
Sorry, it's not like I don't trust you or anything. I just got a lot of things I need to sort out in my own head first.
ある程度は時間が解決してくれるとは思うが。なあ、リン、前にも言ったと思うが、遊撃士を目指してみないか。
Ah,
向いてると思うぜ、お前さん。剣の腕が立つのももちろんだが、それだけじゃない心意気があるように感じるんだ。帝国じゃ厳しい立場になってるが、諸外国も含めたら活動は幅広い。しがらみを捨てるわけじゃなく、自分を見つめ直す意味で悪くない選択肢だと思うんだな。
it is true. But I'm afraid I'll have to decline. It certainly seems to be a wonderful profession, judging by the work that you and Instructor Sarah do. But I feel like I should see the path I've chosen through to the end. I've got Valimar to think about too.
そうか。やれやれ。超有望な後輩を確保できるかと思ったんだが。
やれ。
まあいい。次は卒業前にでも誘ってみるか。
Well, I'm flattered.
いらっしゃったわ。
Now,
この声。
where you all come from? Don't you have stuff to do? At least, Your Highness.
おいおい、たまげたな。
兄様、トバル様、ご無沙汰しております。まさかトバルさんまでいらしてたとは思いませんでしたわ。
Moving right past that, what brings you out here?
その昨夜通信をしている時に元気がなさそうだったので、だったら直接確かめるよう私が背中を押したんです。
I can see why Elise would come here, but I'm surprised you decided to accompany her.
相変わらず大胆不敵なお嬢様方だな。ま、身の
あいえ
安全の心配はいらなそうだが。
恐縮です。あの件以来ですか。
ああ、こっちこそお互いいろいろあるが、ま、今日はいいだろう。
そうしていただけると。それとその今日来たのはあくまで偶然と言いますか。
Huh? Coincidence. Oh, I know. If anything, I'm the one who's putting you out. I seem to be the reason they came here after all.
お気になさらず。できれば顔を見せない方がいいかとも思ったんですが。
Please don't think like that. I was the one at fault, not you. I'm really sorry, though. I was being so
私
childish.
の方こそ独善的だったんだと思います。ごめんなさい。
ごめんなさい。
強敵出現かしら。まあ
やれやれ。相変わらず女難の毛だね。
まったく何を遊んでるのよ。
Vesely. What are you doing here?
お久しぶりですわね。
It's so weird, nobody questions. The
Ah,
cat
man.
talks.
あんたも相変わらずね。妙な気配を感じたんだけど、あんたたちが原因だったわけ？
I guess stranger things happens in the Trails universe.
兄様どうかしたのですか？
そういや、この建物を調べていたみたいだが。
Yeah, I sensed something strange there, and then the blood moon rises.
ちょっと待て。前にサラから聞いた。
建物が
What's happening?
光ってる。
Celine, this is just like before.
ただごとじゃないわね。あの夜と違って結界は発生していないけど。
It's so weird because like Rain has a voice actor, but then they just don't voice like half his fucking lines. What in the world? But like most of everybody else has voice lines. Almost the entire game. I guess Rain just has too many. I don't know.
で、エリゼさんに公女殿下？クレアにトマルも？何がなんだか。
おお、この場に最強フィフティーンズが。
アン、驚くのはそこじゃないと思うよ。
セリーヌ、どうなって
He
る？
was 15.
って言われても、私も来たばかりだし。リーン君、何があったのか教えてもらえる？トバルにタイさんもいるし、とにかく事情を聞かせて。
Oh. Didn't expect them to just waltz right in without talking more. They'll talk inside, don't worry. Hey. Reverie Corridor. But one of the Trails games has Reverie in the name.
これ
空間が完全に変わっているだと。
それも尋常な変わりようではないな。私もトールズの出身なので旧校舎の不思議については知っていますが、
ここ最近でこんな風になったこと。
ないはずよ。灰の鬼神が封印されていた第7層が開いた時以来かしら。
The floor opened up.
それでも
I
地上界がこんな風
even
に
then
変わっ
that
たこ
wasn't
となんて
anything
な
like this.
かったと思います。
だね。エレベーターに続く扉も跡形もなさそうだし。
空間そのものが別のものに書き換わっている。
What do you know, Emma? Come on.
霊視しても詳しいことは。嫌な感じとかそういうのはしないけど。エマたちにわからないならお手上げっぽいけど。
しかし、このまま放っておくわけにも。
Yeah, we can. We could.
彼を呼ぶのね。
はい。来い。灰の鬼神、マリマール。
I mean, I guess, yeah. Guess he would just be able to teleport in, huh? Good for him. Goodness.
空間転移。そこまでできるようになったのか。
What you doing,
マリ
buddy?
マール、
What you doing?
この状況のことがわかるか。
私たち魔女に伝わるのは鬼神の秘密の半分のみ。あんただったらこの状況。
我の記憶も未だ完全には戻っておらぬ。だが一つ言えるのは、この場所がグノームたちに築かれた場所であるということだ。
それって
各地の精霊窟を築いたと言われる。
私たちヘクセンと協力して1200年前に何かを成した人々ですね。
この場所は 彼らの技術の粋が集められている大規模な位相空間の構築、そして構築される試しという名のシステム。
リーンと私たちがくぐり抜けた。かつて大帝と槍の聖女も挑んだという試練か。
ああ、クロウもカイトの地下で挑んだという。教えてくれバリマール、どうして知性たちはこんな場所を作ったんだ。どうして鬼神を封印し俺たちに試練を受けさせた。そして今のこの状況は何なんだ。
それらの問いに答えられる知識は失わ
I
れ
was
てい
thinking
る。
to myself, don't answer any of those questions. Sure enough.
だが全ての鍵となるのは大いな
The
る
Great
一
One.
最初に生まれ最後に立ちし者だ。
大いなる一。
最初に生まれ最後に立ちし者。
その言葉どこかで聞いたような。大阪ビータなら何か知っていそうだけど。
そしてそなたらがかつて戦った漆黒の試練、あれこそが大いなる一の影に他ならぬ。
Oh yeah.
あのでっかいのがなんか見えてきた気がするけど。
あの時の異常な事態が試練だというなら、今回の状況もまた同じような試練なのか。
おそらくは。ただし本来用意された正式なものではあるまい。何らかの理由で別の試しが起動したものと推測できる。
1200年前の真実。
これはすごいことになってきましたわね。
Nods. Nods.
まさか行くのね。
Of course.
はい、これもあの時の続きでしょう。
期せずして今日は最後の自由行動日でもありますゆえ。だったらこれも
New music.
7組の役目だと思うんです。
今日中になんとかケリをつけてみせま。
あの高魔城に比べればいかほどのものでもあるまい。
こりゃ止められないか。
Mm-hmm.
正直もう少し慎重に行動すべきか
So
と思い
y'all
ます。
stuck in here?
仕方ない。
Or can you leave?
ただし私たちも付き合うわよ。
教官、
What makes you think you
あ
can
りがた
come?
く力を貸していただこう。
さすがに超頼もしいよ。そういう話でしたら
What are you doing here?
シャロン、いつの間に気配を消してついてきてるんじゃないわよ。いえいえ、今しがたこちらに来ただけですわ。
How'd you know we were even here?
本当に君たちは。今回ばかりは私も堪忍袋の尾が切れました。
I think she said more than right okay here.
リン君たちが無茶しないよう投稿させてもらいます。
会長。
これが最後というのは最後の一花咲かせてもらうよ。
バックアップは任せてくれ。出し惜しみなしで行くからさ。
ありがとうございます。
I like the music a lot here.
私たちも協力させていただきます。
How? Too dangerous.
しかし止めないでください、タイ。トールスは大帝ゆかりの学院。私もアルノールの人間として異変を見届ける義務があります。
Oh?
お兄様からこんなものまでいただいたばかりですし。
Oh?
魔導書。
Orbital staff,
それに
huh?
しては大きさが。
おいおい、エプスタイン財団製の新型魔導城じゃないですか。
エプスタイン財団製。
帝国でテストされている魔道場の原型となった。
お兄様がコネで手に入れたものみたいです。私用に調整も済んでいるらしくて問題なく使えました。アルノールの血に合わせた特別な魔道場ですか。この子ならとんでもない力を発揮するかも。姫様が行くならば私も当然ご一緒します。いくら兄様が反対してもこればかりは譲れませんから。
エリゼ。
年貢の納め時みたいね。
今まで心配かけた分しっかり守ってあげないとね。
ああ、もうトールズ士官学院7組、これより協力者の力も借りて
Keep talking, Rain.
この地の異
Don't
変を
stop.
調査し解決する。これが俺たちの7組の最後の試練だ。みんなで力を合わせていこう。
Can you imagine anybody like quit the game before the epilogue? Can you imagine? It's just so weird. Why they're here? What am I supposed to do? Not use them? Tovo is even. Mother's so strong though. I don't think I want to take her. Got a lot of cosmetics here, huh? About the Reverie Corridor. Inside of the old schoolhouse has been transformed into an area called the Reverie Corridor. This area has no fixed structure and changes its layout completely every time you enter the dungeon from outside. Every time monsters will revive and treasure chests are reset, allowing you to conquer as many times as you desire. You can reorganize the party by talking to any of the team members based on the corridor. After reaching certain points, you will be able to warp. Okay. That's about what I expect, yeah. Increased to 3 times its usual amount. Okay. The enemies in this area are significantly stronger than those in the final chapter. It must be approached with due caution. The specifics of enemies fought will be recorded. EX Reverie Corridor section in your notebook. Alright. Well then. Seems kind of wild, doesn't it? And now it has me curious. Prince, like, Alphin. What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? Oops. I do kind of like you and your casuals. Look at your strength. Alyssa's got like some big ATS boosts. Huh. Dun, dun. There's just so many characters you can have. It's insanity. Okay. So I bet Alphin will have like just have even more ATS. He has equal ATS and strength though. Just odd. Well, I'm gonna give you the evergreen. This is the lightning belt. I mean, it's nice, but magic evasion up, huh? Could give you that. Could. It's gonna be exciting to see what exactly new characters can do. Well, at any rate, I think I'll be stopping it here, as much as it sucks to see it happen. But yeah, I'm excited to dive deep in here. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'll have to catch you all later. It's 2:30 where I live. Sucks because I get most of my energy at this time. Like when I get home between 9 and 12, it feels like I'm just absolutely exhausted, and then I get energy back later. It sucks. But yeah, unfortunately I do want to try to get some extra sleep in, because I've been neglecting my sleep quite a bit. But perhaps tomorrow we can finally finish Trails of the Cold Steel 2. I know it's just the final dungeon. Graphy! Yeah. Guess you joined in at just the wrong time. About to wrapping us up. But yeah, you can follow me, KalamityKaiju, Blue Sky, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, and of course twitch.tv/KalamityKaiju. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, even though I did all the side quests. I spent so much time doing all the quests in this game. Guess I'll see if there's anybody I want to raid. Let me check. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, YouTube. Or good morning. Or good afternoon. Whichever.